And now, at a combined weight,
absolutely not.
The Face Beat Heels High Podcast.
Hey you, you're listening to a wrestling podcast made by women.
If you don't like women or wrestling, you should probably tap out now.
The views expressed on this podcast are mostly based on personal opinion, and any toxic masculinity brought to the attention of the host will be openly mocked. Mocked via public forums. Seriously though, we will make fun of you. We like to drink, laugh, and talk wrestling. So again, if you don't like to drink, laugh, or talk wrestling, you probably don't want to be listening to this podcast.
Hello, hello, hello. What a beautiful day it is to be a wrestling fan today.
Hi.
Welcome, everyone, to the Face Beat Heels High podcast. Get it? Face, heel,
Beat.
I, of course, am one of your hosts, the one and only Princess Jelly Bean, or PJ for short, and joined today and always by Wild Spice, calling us from Brooklyn, and of course, Christina, the Baker Contreras.
Hey, hey.
Yeah, so excited to be here today.
Yes. Same. Oof, what a week it's been.
What a week
indeed.
I feel like I'm still coming down from Money in the Bank.
For real. Honestly, same. I'm still coping. I'm still in mourning. Fine. It's not fine, but it's fine. What's everybody drinking today?
Well, I am trying to be better with this time in the morning. Also, I had no time to go get the things for the rocktail last night. So I'm just having cocktail with Kahlua.
Ooh.
I mean, coffee. What did
I was going to say a cocktail with Kahlua.
It clearly hasn't started, taking the fact caffeine is not there yet because I'm not saying the right words.
I was going to say my next question
just so everyone knows, we record pretty early.
Yeah. Yeah, these are the sacrifices we do so that you guys can have an enjoyable time listening to us. We start drinking at really early in the morning.
Because it's a record and release day, so you're welcome.
So
I'm usually asleep by 4. Go on.
I'm doing a reverse cocktail. So I'm actually, I guess, I don't know if it's a reverse cocktail, but in my cup is hard liquor and in my shots is White Claw. So I'm doing like a coffee vodka situation in my regular cup. Yeah. Like I don't know. It's like a white trash take on an espresso martini, I guess. I work for a cocktail company, so I should have better,
I love that.
And then my shots are, I only have grapefruit White Claw left, so that's what we're working with.
It works.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm just drinking straight up White Claw today. My shots are White Claw. For those who don't know, I'm the one who makes up the rocktails for Monday Night Rocktail. And I usually have to do them in 2 takes. So I had 2 the Manhattans last night. And yeah, it was rough for me. So I was like, I need to take it a little easy this morning. If you guys want to know how to make it, what's in it, if you want to see me cry while I'm stirring, the video is up on our Instagram at FaceBeatPod.
What's it called?
The Man-Hatton. The most genius name. I'm so original. I love it. I really worked. I worked really hard on that. No, just kidding. Also follow us on Twitter at FaceBeatPod. Like us on Facebook. And yeah, I guess we should just get right into it. We have a lot to cover.
Well, speaking of alcohol, I will just really quickly set this little doozy up so everyone who has never listened to us before knows.
All right.
We at the Face Beat Heels High podcast do love to drink, and we love shots. So here's what happens. Each of us get 1 shot that we can dedicate at any point during the episode to anything that happens in the wrestling world, whether it be the branch of the company that we're covering or something that happened in the wrestling world otherwise, or whatever we want. So when you hear this sound, yes, that is the Undertaker's bell. When you hear this sound, I'm getting pretty good at it. That means that means that someone is dedicating their shot, and we all drink to that. So please drink along with us if you want the full effect of the Face Beat Heels High podcast.
So today we're going to be starting with Smackdown, moving on to NXT and finishing with Raw. So let's get this party started.
Let's go. Go ahead, Baker.
Oh my God, Smackdown.
SmackDown was awesome.
Smackdown was so good.
Smackdown made me cry. I watched it twice. I was so like, no, for real. It just emotional. I'll get to that.
Okay. I was going to say, what made you cry?
Because they were so mean to Otis.
I mean, honestly.
I was jolly crying because of Otis. I was annoyed crying because of a different match. We'll get to it.
Okay.
Alrighty. So I want to start real quick with the whole Miz and Morrison, the Miz show with the Miz and Morrison and poor baby Otis. If you do not know, I started as a very, very anti-Otis person, and now don't you dare touch my sweet little baby Otis.
He's
same.
such a nugget.
I love him so much.
I was in the same boat with you too. I don't think he was my favorite, but I wasn't rooting against him. And now it's like, no, you guys are all being rude. You're mean.
So,
baby boy is trying
you?
his best. How dare you disrespect him? He is Mr. Money in the Bank. Stop being mean. Miz and Morrison.
How dare you?
When
he was walking down the ramp and he was just like moving his little, like his jacket, like on and off.
Also,
just walking.
As the fashion consultant, I do feel that I need to weigh in here because I just have in my notes Otis in jeans ? Question mark.
Correct.
So I wasn't sure how I felt about that, but I think it was fine. I'm not sure about the crop top all the time, but some girls do it.
Like,
some girls love
it. It's a fashion statement.
You know what? He's confident in himself.
He's a big girl and he loves it.
Yes,
correct.
He's confident. Yes. He's a confident queen. We stand. I
Yes,
love it. I'm here for it. And
That's true.
It's almost like when they're being mean to him, he doesn't even register it.
He's unfazed. Totally unfazed by it.
I love
and he just goes with it. He's like, yeah.
I love when they had the pictures of him as a kid and he was like, look at those quads.
Look at those he loves himself. He loves himself. He knows who he is. And I think that's what makes the other people too a little bit unsettled because they're not used to, they're trying to be mean. They're doing all this underhanded stuff to try to make him feel bad and cry. And he's just like, I am a big boy and I like it. I'm Mr. Money in the Bank and I have a hot girlfriend and I don't care. You're just mad.
He is the embodiment of body positivity.
Yeah,
and
enjoy.
I love it. I
Yeah.
absolutely love it.
Well,
that is basically the setup for their match later on that they are the main event. So we're going to put a pause and put a pin on this. And
can I really just plug one of the announcer lines though from
of course
the one and only. Okay. So
Michael Cole
and only.
It was mean, but I do feel like it deserves a little moment. So this was the quote. Last time Otis held a briefcase like that, it was stuffed with peanut butter and jelly and it was on a school bus, which I couldn't quite put together, but I felt creative enough that it needed a shout out.
Did Michael Cole say that?
I thought it was Corey.
Okay, good. Because Michael Cole would never be mean to Otis. Like, I just don't think he would.
I think
it was Corey.
I don't know who it was, but
I think it was Corey. Corey's the sassy one. Corey's the mean one. So
Corey's so mean.
Sassy.
I was like, leave baby Otis fuck alone. Leave him. Even if he's using the money in the bank suitcase.
Also, that doesn't make sense.
Briefcase. See, I get so excited that I can't even speak.
Woo! I'm pretty sure we all had lunch boxes with peanut butter and jelly.
Right. Isn't
it exactly? How dare you, Corey?
Fuck out of here. All right.
So let's move on to our wonderful and amazing snack daddy Elias.
All right. Wait. One more thing about Otis.
Okay.
Go.
Okay, what's the name of the guy that's Morrison? We need to give a shout out to when Morrison said, it's 2020, anything is possible about the possibility of Otis being pregnant. I just need to give a quick
that's right. I forgot about that.
Because he literally said, like dead ass, he was like, it's 2020, anything's possible.
It's so true. I would not even be surprised.
I hate Morrison, but he cracks me up.
All right, go ahead.
It's hilarious. Alrighty, so our snack daddy Elias walks down. I have never seen Elias with an intro. I might be wrong, but like for me, he's always just sitting there. And now Elias.
Which leads me to my dedication shot.
Ooh, all right.
I want to dedicate my shot to that sexy man, Elias's intro music.
Yes.
Because that was everything.
Oh,
I
heck
was
yes.
feeling it. Yes.
Yes.
Tears.
Intro.
Tears.
Country music intro. Mhm.
That was smooth.
All right, go on.
And then, may you be struck by lightning, you dumbass King Corbin. I hate him so much. Nobody
didn't
likes
even-
him. Across the entire
No.
WWE universe, nobody likes him.
He
So I hate
reminds
his guts.
me. Go on.
Go ahead. I think I've honed in my skill
Okay.
of being able to tell if it's a smashing guitar or not.
Because, yes.
As Elias was walking in, my note is, if there's one thing I know, that is not a playing guitar.
Yeah. Corbin
All
just
right.
reminds me of a crying toddler. Like a toddler who
my God.
doesn't get his way, and he's like,
Right?
"Mom, I want more cookies before I
Yes.
do." And she's
That
like, "No."
graphic of him on the toilet was so
That's literally what he reminds me of. He's ridiculous.
Oh my God. He is a total Eric Cartman. But I'm going to move forward and fast with this because SmackDown was great and we have very little time.
I will say that
Anyway.
I like that matchup. I like the two of them together.
Yeah.
And what
I do too.
I do really like too, and I'll just say this really fast, is I think they complement each other really well without their characters having to live in the same world.
I
But
agree.
I think it's kind of cool because it's like usually it's like they're all part of the same story,
Yeah.
but they're so separate, and I think it works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like-
No. Agreed.
I enjoy their feud.
Yes.
What was
man.
it? Oh, when Elias was smashing Corbin down like onto the mat and he was like, "Walk with Elias." I just keep saying "walk with Elias, bitch." Because that's what I just wanted to say. I was like, just finish your sentence. Just say "walk with Elias, bitch."
Yeah, right.
But anyways, he was disrespectful. Not Elias. Elias is fine. Corbin was disrespectful. How dare he just get out of the ring just to go grab that freaking guitar? Like, how
No.
dare you? That is not yours. Do not touch his shit. That does not belong to you. Put it down. Just put it down.
Elias's face too when he saw it smash. I just wanted to like run and hug him. My poor
I know.
baby.
Also,
He
when
was
he
like,
ripped
"How
his shirt off.
dare you?"
Oh yes, when he ripped his shirt off.
Oh,
Like He-Man.
oh,
amazing.
my
So
God.
good.
Mm.
Oh,
Walk
also,
like Elias.
was Elias wearing jeggings?
I hope so because nobody should have to wear jeans in quarantine.
I hope so too. Alrighty, moving on. We have a little snippet of Otis trying to get Sheamus to be his tag team partner, and Sheamus was the douche that Sheamus has been lately.
Hashtag
And-
aggressive.
Aggressive.
Not a chance, fella. I'm like, just walk away. Just walk away.
Bye.
Why are
Walk
you
it
so
off.
upset? Like,
Ugh.
Yeah.
Like what has prompted you to be this angry and why?
I
But
can't.
anyways,
hurt you.
so real quick, I just wanted to tackle for a second Naomi and Dana Brooks's match. We're
Holy
not fans
crap.
of Dana Brooke.
No, we're
I
not.
feel like I need to say something.
Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. I feel like I need to not go back on what I've said in past episodes, but also just express that I appreciate her athleticism.
Yes, thank you.
And I appreciate her as a female superstar.
Mhm.
Okay, now that that's said, I will say that at one point it was said by, I believe, Michael Cole, because he's the best. We know that she's a great athlete, but it's about putting all the pieces together, and that's exactly how I feel.
Yes.
Yep.
Right there.
Also, Naomi's fast as hell. That girl is quick.
I love her.
Ooh,
She
that was.
is-
I couldn't believe she lost. I couldn't believe it.
I know.
What
That's
an
why I'm so
upset.
mad, and that's why I wanted to mention this because like Naomi deserves so much better. Well, she's also a Samoan by marriage. So hi Samoans, Drake. I'm kidding. But she really deserved better. She has been not having great matches lately, and
Yeah.
that's just demoralizing. That's not fair
Mhm.
for her.
But I
Yep.
also think she knows. Like, I think that she's not in the ring like sobbing afterwards. She's like,
Right.
"What the fuck? Like, it should
Yeah.
not have gone this way."
She's mad.
Yeah, but she hasn't had a storyline in a bit.
Right.
She's just getting these squash matches that I'm just
Right.
like, girl, she deserves so much better.
Yeah. She's an amazing wrestler. She deserves all the showcase.
But then we move forward to the one and only, the Queen Charlotte Flair,
Yes.
walking down that ramp as the
Bitch.
hardest working woman in this industry,
listen.
all across all three. Bless you, Charlotte, bringing truths and slap backs because fuck you, Bailey.
Bro,
I don't care.
I was dying.
my
That was so
God.
funny. She was just telling
She's
it how
so
it is.
good.
She's so
She's
good on the
just
mic.
so
Good on the
God.
microphone. It's insane.
She doesn't even have to put up with a match to actually like showcase everything she is. I had goosebumps.
She
I love
came
how she
out.
kept being like, "Go, move, please
Yep.
move aside."
No, she turned and talked to somebody. She was like, "Oh, can we turn up Sasha's mic? Can we turn off Bailey's mic because I can't hear Sasha." Oh my God, I was here for all of that. That was so.
And
I
wait,
was so
and she was she's probably a farmer because she planted that seed.
yeah, she sure did.
Yeah.
Moving that storyline along. I can't wait for
I know.
Sasha to betray her.
And
can't.
therefore, here comes my shot dedication
Oh,
to
shit.
Charlotte Flair and her amazing, amazing comeback. Are you your own woman? Or are you just going to be Bailey's lackey? Happy being an afterthought. Ooh! I was like, Charlotte.
The second shot of
She's-
the episode has
Yes.
been dedicated.
She's the shit. That's why she's the queen.
And all on SmackDown. I'm telling you, SmackDown was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so moving on real quick. I know that we're flying through this, but Daniel Bryan and Drew Gulak really do deserve their moment.
Oh man.
Oh my
Did
God.
y'all know that
match?
Did y'all know that was Drew's last match? Drew
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I found out right after.
His contract was expired. He wasn't
Correct.
released. His contract was expired, but that was a hell of a way to go out. That was a
It really was.
gorgeous fucking technical match.
Oh,
I
yes.
highly recommend if anyone who hasn't seen it, even if you're just listening to us because you love us and you don't like wrestling, please YouTube it because that match was amazing. It was so freaking good.
I wrote so many notes about it, but honestly, the only thing I can say is what a dance.
Mm-hmm.
Truly.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And like sportsmanship at its finest too. Like
know.
I know that like, we watch wrestling for the telenovela and the drama of it all, but it was really nice to see two friends like, look, we're doing this to get this intercontinental, championship. And they shook hands in the start. They hugged each other when it was over. It was beautiful. I loved it.
Yes, it was.
Loved all of it.
Yes, it was. All right. So let's just skip all of this novella with Sonia and Dolphin Ziggler because I don't care.
Who, by the way, I just found out that she's a lesbian. I didn't know that.
Hell yeah.
What?
Yeah. Sonia's
Hi, queen.
I think she's like, I read that she was the first open lesbian, like public with a girlfriend and a relationship and everything.
Yes.
So I might have to switch to Team Sonia because yes, girl, I see you.
Hi, Sonia. Hi, what's up? Anyways, so moving on to the Miss and Morrison versus Baby Otis and my beautiful man, Braun Strowman.
So
Real quick, this tag team match. Oh my God. Just the first thing that I want to mention, even though it was not the first thing that happened, was that dual caterpillar.
Yep.
It was more like an Otis did a caterpillar and Braun did a slug, but
well, wait, but right before that, when Otis looks at him and goes, "You ready?" and Braun goes, "I don't know what we're doing."
Wait, also, I do really just want to celebrate for a second the amount of time between Otis being out in the ring waiting and then his face when Braun's music hit.
He just started humping the briefcase and it was just like,
he is so fun to watch. He cracks me up.
And
so
him and
fun.
Braun are great together.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it.
I love them together. It's so cute. And then when he did his whole thing of like at the end of the match when he was making it seem like he was gonna cash his briefcase, I was like, buddy, no. This is all Mandy Rose. I'm gonna throw the the guilt on her.
I was very shocked at that. I was like, oh,
same.
Initiative, Otis. Holy shit, are you really gonna do this right now? Like, like the turn that it would have taken. He was like, I'm just kidding. It's just, what did he say? It's just jokes. It's just jokes.
Just jokes. It's just jokes.
Oh my God.
Fist bump.
Otis knows how to take a fucking hit too. Like that man is a monument. Like I don't know which one of them was fighting with him, but he just keeps getting like punched in the stomach, and he's just not even phased. It's freaking crazy.
When he ended up giving that double suplex to both Miss and Morrison after he had been on a chokehold for how long?
Yeah,
I was like, oh, Otis, hello. I'm feeling things.
It was
anyways.
Yeah, we gotta move.
Should we take a break?
Yes. Take a break.
Let's take a break.
In the Dicebox Slam is a Dungeons & Dragons podcast where we mix wrestling and fantasy. Join your hosts, current All Elite Wrestling Women's Champion, the Native Beast Nyla Rose, Drew, Sean, Will, and me, your Dungeon Daddy Alex, as we spin this tale every other Wednesday on Spotify. You can search for us under In the Dicebox Slam, and follow us on Twitter at In the Dicebox, and use the hashtag Slamcast to join in on any giveaways and on the fun. Do it, or Nyla will find you and put you through a table.
And we're back from a break.
Woo!
If you're just joining us, you're listening to the Face Beat Heels High podcast, but I would assume that you just listened to the break and now you're ready for the next part of this, which is NXT.
Yay!
NXT. NXT was actually really great.
Yeah, it was.
This week.
It was really good.
It was really good. We open up with, oh, my sweet baby love, Matt Riddle and Timothy Thatcher versus Imperium. And Timothy Thatcher bounces on Matt Riddle.
What? That
was like
wild.
He was like, nah, I'm not.
Matt was already like, come on, tap me out. I'm just gonna go. And he's like, what?
I'm gonna see myself out.
I was like, what the hell are you doing? Just because accidentally you were on the ringside and you got hit?
Yeah.
Like, that's your job.
He said later that it was because he wanted the tag team championship, but he didn't want to hold it with Matt. And he was like, I'm gonna have to do it with this guy. Like, we're doing game shows and we're doing all this. I don't want to do that shit. And poor Matt comes back and he's like, bro, what happened?
Yeah, he's like, what happened?
What happened?
And I do really quickly too. If you are listening to this podcast and you're not into wrestling, I would recommend watching. I think it's on YouTube also, but WWE did a mini documentary on Matt Riddle and his story of getting to the WWE. And if you want to start to get into wrestling a little bit deeper, I would recommend watching it because you really get to see like where these people came from, what they had to overcome to get there. And Matt Riddle is such a like sweet, beautiful human being. And I recommend watching it because I love him, and watching him in NXT is a joy and a pleasure.
It really is.
Can we talk about?
Anyways, I also love
how Imperium has the most boring music ever that I've ever heard.
So boring.
Imperium snooze fest.
I don't know what they're doing. Anyways, I do think they're great wrestlers, and I do think they come off as like really aggressive and like really mean and bullies, but.
Just thinking about them makes me want to go to sleep. Go.
Yes. They are our new NXT tag team champions.
Yes, they are.
They are.
Timothy Thatcher decided he wanted no part of that match. Moving on, we have Tegan Nox versus Indy Hartwell. I've seen Tegan Nox before we kind of started doing this podcast. Indy Hartwell I've never seen before. It was a good match. It seemed like a kind of like a plug female match. And also I'm not up to date on Tegan Nox, like her backstory or who she's feuding with. So I wasn't really sure where it came from. I'm always for female wrestlers in the ring, but yeah.
She looked like Captain Marvel and Wonder Woman's love baby.
Oh my God. I love that. And then the love of my life, Rhea Ripley, calls out Charlotte Flair. And I need that in my life.
I could not stop looking at her eye makeup.
She's so cool.
Yeah.
It's
cool.
Funny because
she's so badass.
I've said this before.
So
she's
badass.
only like, I think she's only like 23 or 24. And I just think she is so cool and like holds herself in such a beautiful way. And I hope she hears this. And I want to send her a love letter. Okay, moving on. Matt Riddle is granted a match versus Timothy Thatcher at the end of the night. Timothy Thatcher then pulls a TV off the wall and assaults Matt Riddle with it. Moving on, I need to dedicate my shot.
I knew you were going to do it to this.
Yes.
Tony Nese versus Jake Atlas, who we love. I need to dedicate my shot to the beauty that is the Rainbow DDT.
Yes.
Mhm.
I was hyped.
Yes.
I have never seen anything like that in wrestling before. He cartwheeled off the top turnbuckle and then DDT'd
Yep.
Tony Nese, and it was
Yep.
that.
I was screaming.
So I'm dedicating my shot
Screaming.
to that
Good
man.
choice. Mm.
Cheers.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, we got through them quick.
Yeah, we did.
Mhm.
The Undisputed Era being bros on a video chat, really accomplishing almost nothing. Karrion Kross and Scarlett Bordeaux get a little tasty, succulent teaser, which
I
I'm all about.
loved it.
Where she was wearing like dinosaur paws.
I don't
I
know
don't
what
know.
it
I am
was.
Sure.
I'm so excited.
Extremely turned on by both of them.
Yeah.
I'm just I know. I'm
It's
like,
weird.
ooh, it feels
I mean,
dangerous.
I'd probably
and just
go. I'd probably go more
Dangerous.
towards Scarlett than Karrion, but yeah,
Same.
I'm very,
Her-
very, very excited.
Her glitter tears.
She's gorgeous.
Oh.
Who are you?
She's freaking stunning. Oh my goodness. I would totally. You know what? Let's just move on.
Okay. Back on my previous statement, we get a little bit of backstory about Dakota Kai with Tegan Knox, who is now buddy with. I'm not sure
We're gonna
why.
get 2 pay-per-views this next month, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Exciting.
Finn Balor versus the Hangman, interrupted by Damian Priest, which I don't know what Damian Priest is doing.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck was that? What the fuck?
Don't know.
I'm so upset about it. He's so I don't know. He's awkward. I see the rivalry. I guess he's Finn's the prince and he's
right.
our glory.
Sure. But
and Damian Priest is the devil. But he's just so awkward. And I don't understand. I just want him. I really do want him to go be a voice actor, really bad.
And it was revealed too that he was the one that attacked Finn 3 weeks ago, which also doesn't really make sense to me because I don't get why they have beef.
I think it's more of just let me just attack the prince.
Finn is beautiful.
I want to make my name in history as an asshole, I guess. What the fuck?
Yeah, but he grabbed that stick and you could hear the whoosh whenever he hit Finn. I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
But I also really do. I kind of like the Hangman though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like him. I don't mind him. And I didn't mind the match. Isaiah Swerve Scott versus the weirdo that is Jack Gallagher, which Tony Nese and his weird, kind of dress situation where his abs are cut out. I'm not sure what's happening there. But yeah,
Can I just mention real quick, piggybacking off of what you said last week about how Jack Gallagher just changed his entire intro and whatnot. How is he still the gentleman Jack Gallagher?
Right.
When he's walking down all beefed up, I have a beef with you. And it's buddy, calm down. He just looks so angry.
With the tattoos either. Because he never had tattoos before. So he
right.
them all at the same time. He went to the tattoo shop and he was like, I would like my whole chest covered and my whole arms covered and I will sit here for 45 hours and that's just what's going to happen.
That's quarantine, baby.
He's also yeah, true.
Thank you, Florida.
That stimulus check is.
Yeah.
Anyways, Kaden Carter versus Aaliyah. Kaden Carter, sick wrestler. Aaliyah's trying to impress Robert Stone, then taps. So Kaden Carter wins. Also, 2 people that I'm not super familiar with. I think Aaliyah's whole zhuzh is that she's just a basic bitch.
Yeah, I guess.
It looks like
Pretty
it, yeah.
sure that's it. Anyways, Gargano's call out
Goodbye.
and Mia Yim.
That scared the shit out of me. That scared the shit out of me. That was.
I will just say that her dye job needs some serious help.
Really?
I don't want to be attacking the women, but she needs all kinds of help. The makeup is bad. The makeup is bad.
Hey, she does not have a production team.
Okay? Doesn't matter.
Nobody wears that much makeup to dinner at home.
Yeah,
that's true.
No. She needs.
You have not come to my house.
I don't know if she's trying to do a darker aesthetic vibe, but it's all kinds of.
It's supposed to be a kind of a heel turn esque thing.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
It's not doing it for me.
Somebody needs to help her with her makeup because it's doesn't match her skin tone. There's a way to do the dark aesthetic that you can do and it'll come across, but it's just all it's sunken holes for eyes and then just her little bitty mouth with some dark purple lipstick. I'm like, girl, you got to use some lip liner. Right. You got to use something else. You gotta
wearing a smart.
She looks washed out. She looks gray.
Yeah, she looks washed out. Her hair is all all kinds of fuck.
Help. We need help.
She needs
We
help.
love women. We love
love
women.
women.
We are women. We love women. Support
Yes,
women.
this is not me attacking her because of
We
that.
love her.
I want to see
Yes,
her
we do.
succeed. I want to
Right.
see her be the best, and I want to see her portrayed awesome. And she's just, somebody needs to help her out. There's YouTube
And it must
tutorials,
feel
girl.
like it must not feel right either. You know,
Yeah.
like she must know, and
Yeah.
that sucks because that like comes across to me at least, like as a female watching her.
Right.
You know, that someone's telling her to do that, and she
Yeah.
doesn't feel quite right doing it
Right.
either. So it's like, girl, I feel you, and I want
Like
you to be like a
You can
badass.
do some like blending, some like, the whole thing doesn't have to be
Right.
black. It's like borderline Shayna, if Shayna actually
Right.
tried, like, I don't know.
Shayna doesn't care.
Shayna doesn't give a shit. She's like, here's some black Apaches. Cool. Can I go now? Thanks. Bye.
And then
Bless
really
Shayna.
quickly, we'll just talk about Matt Riddle versus Timothy Thatcher because
Oh, right.
that match
was
insane. I can understand if you are someone who is new to wrestling, it might feel really boring, but the amount of strength that was shown and the grappling was nuts.
That was my very first note. I
Yeah.
was like, instant grappling. They immediately started. Both
Yeah.
got on the ring, and it was.
It was
just
very like MMA kind of.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it definitely
Kind of
had those
thing.
vibes. For
Which
sure.
I hope that it leads them to respecting each other. Like, I hope that match leads them to like, okay, now we can like kick ass together because we had this match and like hashed it out and now we respect each other.
To like establish them as a tag team, or to establish beef between the like
To
you
establish,
prefer
I hope that it's to establish them as a tag team.
Yeah.
Because I think
Okay.
now they can be like, okay, you kick ass, I can kick ass. Like, I know you have a lot of shenanigans, but I'm going to put up with them because I know that when it comes down to it, you can kick ass. I don't think that's the way it's going to go. But anyways,
No.
that match was crazy. And then I do have one more announcer line that I loved, which was they're all over each other like a spray tan. I still think that NXT is
Yeah,
where
I was just
people
gonna
think
say
that they can try out.
there may no disrespect to Michael Cole, but I love listening to them because they just come up with the most crazy shit that comes out of their mouths. It's fucking hilarious.
And there's always all this like heightened yelling where it's like, oh my god, oh my god, he locked him in, oh my god. And it's like, I don't know. Like, you're hyped up. Like, don't you get tired of that?
I know they don't. I feel like they
do it
genuinely
3 times a week.
they
Yeah.
love it though. I think they're just as invested as we are. It's awesome. I
Anyways.
love it. We love to see it.
NXT was pretty good. Next week, my baby girl Rhea Ripley versus Mia Yim should be a good match. But
Yep.
I'm just holding out for Rhea winning the belt back.
Yeah.
Because I think that she's kind of the only one in NXT who can carry it. So
Facts.
Agreed.
All right, moving on to Raw. It was aight. It was aight. All right, so we start the night off with Randy calling out Edge, Randy Orton.
Mm-hmm.
Probably has one of my favorite intros of all time. I love his intro so much.
He has such a sultry voice.
Yes, they're also, both of them are fucking masters of the mic.
Yeah, they are.
Masters. I would watch that telenovela all day long. I love it so much. I love it. And we're basically going to see Randy and Edge fight at Backlash. Whoop, whoop. So that's happening.
Can I just say real quick, when Edge was just going on and he was like really trying to get into his speech, and Randy was just like, just say yes or no. Are you accepting my match or no? And Edge is like, yes, I'm accepting your match. And he just throws the mic and it bounces and hits Orton. I was dying.
Oh my
I've
goodness.
asked this before, but I want to know if WWE is the originator of the mic drop.
Ooh, I wonder.
Because I wouldn't be surprised. Because they mic drop like nobody I've ever seen. Like literally like hold it out and drop it. Anyways, moving on. I just want to know. And that's a fun fact of the day.
Yep. Let's see. Oh, the bane of my existence. PJ just laughs. I was like, "Ooh, yay! What's next?" Oh no, it's him. Oh, hello. It's him, Seth Trashbag Rollins. He comes out.
That's TB Rollins.
Seth Trashbag Rollins, ruiner of my life. Fucking harasser of Wild Spice. I hate him so much. He comes out with what was, I guess, supposed to be an apology to Rey Mysterio or an explanation or something. He literally comes off with the most ridiculous non-apology I've ever heard in my life, saying that it was unfortunate but necessary. I lost my shit. I lost my shit. I couldn't believe it. And then
who's letting him do this?
I don't know. They're definitely going towards this like cult leader storyline with him. And I guess if anyone in the WWE can start a cult, it'll be stupid ass trash bag Rollins.
I mean, I love a cult story. Don't get me wrong.
I love a cult story. Midsummer is one of my favorite movies, but I'm just, I hate Seth Rollins. I just hate him.
I don't have beef with Seth Rollins. Like I've said before, for the longest time, I thought he was Samoan, so I gave him my love. But yesterday, when he was just talking smack about Mysterio, I was like, listen, your beef is with Wild Spice, but you're starting to get to me, man.
And also,
don't come for me, man.
What was this 180 where he when he went to the backstage to check on him and see if he was okay, and all of a sudden, you don't care, or I don't know what the hell that was. But then baby boy Humberto Carrillo comes out, and I never screamed for somebody so hard in my life. I was like, listen, WWE, I see you. I see what you're trying to do. You want me to rally against him? Guess what? The enemy of my enemy is my best friend. So I'm here for it. I'm here with you. We're I'm going to go buy his shirt right after this match. Get some merch ready for that little boy because I'm going to buy it. It was
went and checked. He has merch. It's not. It's not like a first come first serve. It is a first come first serve. It's not like a print on demand. So it's ready. It has the discount currently. So go get his merch right now. Cool. But I'm pretty sure that he's going to be getting more merch soon. So I'm just waiting.
Well, I like the little showcase. I mean, he ends up getting beat by Murphy. Stupid with distraction by against trash bag Rollins. So that happened. It was fine. Whatever. I hate him. And then Corbin comes back. The fact that I had to deal with his ass twice this week, I'm so upset about it. I can't with his stupid ass demands. Dude, is this how y'all treat your superstar? Again, proving to me that he is a overgrown toddler. He's just the absolute worst. Also, what was
Corbin?
What was up?
That's all I wrote. Shut up, Corbin.
What was up with Liv Morgan's Kardashian reality show confessional moment? What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? I was like, it's not Total
She's her
Divas.
mama's daughter.
What the hell? Bye. Charlotte Flair comes out in another fucking smashing outfit.
That's it.
The gods. How many times are we going to talk about Charlotte Flair? I mean, she's queen. She's the fucking queen, y'all. She is the queen all over. In her blood. Outside
I got
her
goosebumps
vibe.
Again. I got goosebumps again.
She's so good. I just love how one of the announcers said she summoned Ruby Riott. Yes, she did.
She can summon whoever the fuck she wants.
Whoever the fuck she wants. And when
she could be like, "Yo, PJ, get down to Orlando," and I'd be like, "All right,
okay,
coming, Miss Flair."
Yes,
chambermaid.
Whatever you need, bitch. Yeah, can we be her ladies in waiting? I would be so.
Can we?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's a sick
costume,
right? Our fave ref was back refereeing that match.
Come on, Charlotte.
I didn't hear him say, "Come on, Charlotte."
I did.
Did you? Shit,
I did.
Again, I was 2 cocktails in, but damn, I was waiting for it. I was like, once I realized it was him, I was listening for it, and he didn't say it once I noticed it was him.
I think I need that to be my text tone when you guys text me.
Come on, Charlotte.
Come on, Charlotte.
Get her out of the ring, Charlotte.
Oh
man, she fucked up her wrist, or Ruby was just aiming for that wrist. I was like, ooh, you found a chink in the armor, but Charlotte Flair.
And when she was like, "Are you watching Liv? Hi, Liv." I was like, ooh.
That was crazy. But Charlotte Flair stomped her out like she was a fucking bag of flaming poop. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. I couldn't even. That bitch was like, "Not today. Fuck you." She learned today. I can't. And then we had the Asuka celebration, which I think was probably my favorite moment of the night. When Kyrie came out with that recorder and doing the fucking...
I was personally attacked. I was personally attacked by that recorder.
We do have to talk about Naya's slight turn as a heel.
Listen, I'm not saying that this is what happened, but I'm just saying that every single time that Kyrie was playing that recorder, Naya came. So she summoned her Hamlin style.
I don't know. Well, it kind of sucks because Naya comes out and then she basically tells Asuka that, which by the way, was probably my favorite line of the night when Naya said, "You only have it because Becky went on maternity leave," and I was like, but I was all caught up in the story, but I also was kind of thinking like, maternity leave. I like that way better than thinking she retired. So that helped.
That's what we've been saying to you.
Okay, well, I needed Naya to say it so I could hear it. Okay, because that made me feel. I was like, oh, she will come back. She's just gonna pop out the baby, and then everything will be fine.
Want a Naya and Shayna Baszler tag team?
Ooh,
Yep, I'm down.
I need that in my life.
I'm down.
I can't.
Dear Vince. And now it's time
to have that
Dear
section.
Vince segment.
Dear Vince segment. But basically, Naya was saying, like, if it wasn't for Becky giving it to you, you wouldn't have it. But again, she was Miss Money in the Bank, Naya, and she did beat you. So she did earn it. More so than you did. I don't like being anti-Naya about it. Do you think I like it here? I hate it here. I don't want to be here. But this is just what I'm thinking. I don't know. And then when
Wait, this is a stupid question. I have a stupid question. I know it's stupid, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. Does that mean since the championship was in the briefcase, does that mean there's no cash in for the women?
Yeah.
No
unless there's a rematch.
I don't think there's.
Yeah, like she became Miss Money in the Bank,
and now she's the champion.
Yeah, there was no contract. It was just the belt.
Like that though.
I know.
Nope.
I want a female cash in.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
I need it.
I know. I feel you, dude. It's all kinds of sad.
You know what? It's gonna be Becky. They traded her the belt for the contract, and she's gonna be like, "Ha, bitch! What? No, it's not gonna happen."
I think Asuka's gonna stay the champ until Becky comes to get it back. But that's. I mean, who knows what happens? But like, they're really building Asuka up a lot in the last couple months. Like, she's really just been.
I mean, they've been trying since she came, and it hasn't just.
I know, but now it's kind of working out. I mean, like, I wasn't her biggest fan when it started, but we got to keep going. Pretty Ricky, ill. No. Bye. Next.
Bye.
Why? Disgusting. I can't. I get more offended every day. The only thing about I get so offended watching him. Like, he's just, this is all kinds of wrong. But I guess we got to talk about Bobby Lashley getting what's the word? Recruited by MVP.
Mm-hmm. He did say he wanted a new wife because he was done with Lana. So is MVP his new wife?
If it wasn't for Elias, I would have dedicated my shot to Lana's freak out because that was amazing. What a release she had. That was so good. Which basically just brings me to, I mean, Drew had to fight Corbin. We all know that there was no way in hell Corbin was going to lose that match. But basically Bobby challenged Drew to a title match. I love how he said, oh my God, what did he say? Bobby said, I'm going to get that championship if I have to pry it out of your cold, dead hands. And he's saying like all this monologue, and the camera pans to Drew and he just goes, okay. I couldn't even deal. It was so good.
That's my favorite part, I think, about Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, he's really just
chill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like all the anger. He's like Otis, but like fine. You know, like it's he understands what you're saying to him, but he really won't let it phase him. He's just like, okay. Like when he did his interview segment with Charlie, and he's like, oh, this is a great day, another day in Raw, and I'm just happy to be here. And any day, any Monday night, it's like good for a Claymore party. I'm just here having a good time. Like I can't. He was straight up spanking Corbin though. We have to talk about, because I mean, like, he didn't spank him like on his ass, but with those like fucking like slaps to his chest, I was like, he's straight up spanking this fucking 4-year-old. It was so fucking good. And that's basically it for Raw. I'm not going to talk about Stupid Street Profits and Viking Raiders. I'm just upset
that's unnecessary.
that we still have to see that. And where's Bianca? Like,
why? But I do want to say, I am very excited that Kevin Owens is back.
Oh, that's right. We have to I forgot about Kevin. That's right. Kevin Owens is back.
We love Kevin.
Well, I like that
hate Kevin Owens, but
he came out and he said that it was
him.
Because he got really hurt at WrestleMania, which fucking obviously he jumped from the goddamn sign. Mm-hmm. But I was like, oh, but now he's all good. And yeah, holy shit, Apollo Crews is back.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, he is fine.
Mm-hmm. And I think like PJ,
he's not Samoan, right?
Yeah,
I know.
Okay.
I was still stalking him on Instagram yesterday.
What a sweet little baby love he is.
But PJ, I think he was showing like a little that aggressive side that you said you needed to see from him earlier. Like
Apollo,
yeah, he was really just getting down and dirty, and
I just
I was
want
here
him to
for
get
it.
mad. I just want him to like.
Yeah,
start
he was
being
pretty.
shit
He was pretty mad, but he's still just like, "Yep, I'm here." Oh my God, wait! When he told Andrade, he's like, or Selena, he's like, "Oh, where's Andrade?" Because he's too scared that I was gonna slap his fucking face again.
The slap heard around the world.
Wait.
I
But
skipped a lot. I skipped a lot.
We do need to
Wait.
talk real quick about the
Yeah, I know.
Vega.
Yes. So okay, shit, so much. I guess a lot did happen. Okay,
lot
so
It was
basically,
long. There was
yeah.
a lot.
There was a lot. So
happened.
basically, Austin Theory is out of the moronic 4.
Yep.
I guess that they put the theory to the test.
Oh my God, I
Get out.
hate you.
You're fired.
Canceled.
from
You're
this
fired.
podcast.
Did you write that down too? You probably wrote that down.
You did.
So mad
Craig
at you.
said that.
I can't believe I just I literally turned a page and I just went to the last page. I didn't even look at the other stuff.
Credits to hubby Greg.
Yeah.
Shout out to my hubby.
So basically, yeah, Austin Theory's out, and then Seth Trashbag Rollins comes out and gets another member of his fucking cult. Stupid. I mean, I see it, and
I was so mad.
It's a better career move for Austin though, because he's going to get that's like main event WrestleMania type showcase that he's going to get by following Rollins. That Selena Vega's little shit was never going to get. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so it's actually it works out really well for him. So that's
Besides,
that.
I honestly have to say that I think that I kind of like the whole Selena Vega entourage to be like Hispanic.
Yeah. No, I like that, but I just don't like that they're all tools.
No, yeah, no, totally.
Like they don't gotta be dicks about it.
Right. We also didn't talk last week. We didn't talk about the return of the Iconics.
For real.
We completely and now all of the wrestling community is in a titty about it because one of them slapped the I don't know their names. Peyton
Royce.
And who's the brunette?
I have
Who cares?
her name. One sec. It don't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Billy Kay.
It's a package deal.
Yeah, so Billy slaps Peyton, and it's like, wow, already. I really like watching them. I think they're entertaining to watch.
They also have a mini doc on WWE.
Yeah,
that's their story, which is super cool.
Cool. I'm gonna have to do it.
I used to hate the Iconics so much. Like I hated them. I would boil with hatred.
No.
But what they were wearing yesterday. Oh my God.
They looked
they
great.
Looked so good.
They're also really good on the mic as well.
They really are.
They are. And they're just fun to watch. They're good people, but everyone's all upset because it's like, okay, now you're kind of setting up a potential breakup between one of the most entertaining tag teams that we have. So that's kind of upsetting. They basically, do you guys know the show Absolutely Fabulous? The British show?
No.
Oh, fuck. Please watch it. It's on Hulu. The Iconics are basically them, but younger.
Okay.
Got it. Please watch AbFab. And then we had the Shayna and Natalia match, the submission match.
Oh, right.
I figured out why I think Shayna Baszler scares me so much.
Why?
Because she does the smoky eye, but she doesn't do her eyebrows. So it makes her look...
people without eyebrows.
So it makes her look scarier. And I think that's what it is.
Do you think she just forgets, or...
I think she doesn't give a shit. I think that she doesn't even know that she has to do it.
She slaps that shit on. She's like, all right, is this good? Can I go out and wrestle now?
It's like when I used to do makeup in my 20s and I would just do like the eyeshadow just on the lid. And I didn't even, what was a blending brush? Who knows? I would just do like dark right on the lid and then nothing. And I walked out the house like that. That's what I did. I feel like there were a lot of women matches on Raw, but they were hella short.
Yeah, that's how I feel about NXT too.
Yeah, it's just,
but maybe in NXT, like developmental, maybe they can't quite carry a longer match than that. But I do feel like they definitely they were like, oh, here's like a chunk of time that we have to fill. Let's put, a women's match in there.
Yeah, but they're all
frustrating.
3 minutes in, and it's just frustrating. But that's it for all, I guess. Shall we take a break?
Let's take a break.
All right. Let's see what we got on the Twitter line today. So let's see. Fake news, fake news, fake news, illogical wrestling argument. That doesn't even make sense. I don't even know if that's English. What is going on the Twitter line today? That's not true. That I can confirm that. Oh, Wrestling Podcast Awards by the Wrestle Hub. December 6th on YouTube. Third year in a row. Past winners were Ram with Dan. I know those guys. You know what? I am King Ricky Rose. I am the general manager of Wrestle Addict Radio, so I got to get my shows on here. I got to get Kings of the Rings podcast, Game Changer podcast, the Young Lions Perspective, and of course, the Light Show with Mance Chappell. All of Wrestle Addict Radio, the cure for the common wrestling podcast, needs to be a part of the Wrestling Podcast Awards. The only question is, where will you be when the show opens up December 6th?
We're back. Hi. And now it's time for What in the Wrestling World? Where we talk about other stuff that happens in the wrestling world.
And
What
he's
happened?
still
Was
missing.
it the tides?
Yeah, it was like the current got really fast and really hard. So his son is safe. His son was rescued, but there's still no word on Shad and whether or not he's okay. Obviously we try to stay positive and all of this shit, but
Yeah.
it's most likely bad. Yeah.
So
And,
as of right now, he's considered lost at sea, or
He's just missing. He's considered missing.
So I have one of the articles from CNN up right now. And this is a kind of interesting little factoid. It says a Twitter account for the Los Angeles County Fire Department's lifeguard division said they performed 452 ocean rescues between Friday, May 15th and Sunday, May 17th, making it a busy weekend at the beach because it had just opened.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, the tides being strong and a lot of people going to the beach after not being there for a long time. It seems like a recipe for disaster, and it's sad that, he got caught up in that.
And for those, he's such a good person too. For those who don't know, in 2016, he stopped an armed robbery.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just, he's one of the good ones. So it's really upsetting.
He was also in the last Sharknado.
No way. Really?
Yeah.
Sharknado.
I love Sharknado.
Which one? The one on space?
I love them all.
Yes. They are masterpieces.
You
Each
don't
and
know
every
that
one of
about
them.
me. That's a fun fact.
You're both fired. I absolutely refuse. You're both fired. You're both fired. I will be now taking over this podcast by myself. I can't.
That's a lot of wrestling to watch in 1 week.
I do it. It's fine. It's fine. No, that's crazy. But yeah, hopefully we get good news about him soon.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. And miracles can happen.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That would be, in my drama brain, I'm just like, he's out there, he's surviving, he's going to come back home, and then they're going to make a movie where Michael B. Jordan plays him or something, and it's going to be awesome, and he's going to be safe, and he's going to be okay. So
yeah.
Let's just all send
Best
positive
wishes
thoughts
to him and his family.
And his family. Mm-hmm.
Moving on, we had the absolute pleasure of doing an interview with Krista B and Queen PR of those wrestling girls.
Yes, we did.
If you don't know them, they are absolutely awesome. They gave us so much love, and we had such a great conversation with them. I believe it's part of their Patreon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Our interview. Not sure when they're releasing it, but we did just want to give them a quick shout out because we had so much fun talking wrestling, talking all of our wrestling histories. There's also some stuff in there that's not in the Meet the Divas episode. So definitely check that out. And shout out to them because they're also female wrestling fans and they're awesome.
Yep.
Exactly. And just real quick before we move on, I also wanted to mention Brie and Nikki Bella's book. I know that a lot of people have been talking about it, but I've had the pleasure to, I want to say read, but that's a lie. I've been listening to it. Hashtag Audible.
Counts.
Right? All right. Audible, please sponsor us. It's very good. It's very entertaining. I wasn't a part of the Bella Army when I got into wrestling. I got into wrestling right after, I think, way after Brie left and right before Nikki came back, and I wasn't invested. But now reading their story, getting to know them as people, getting to know what makes them tick, they are remarkable people. So if you get a chance, please go read, go listen. It's entertaining, it's heartfelt, it's very good. And also, those wrestling girls were also doing, and I think that they might still have another one of those coming. They're doing a Bella book club on Sundays.
Oh,
If you get a chance, go check it out because it's very interesting. They are very compelling when they do their book club research situation thing, talks, that. So yeah, go check it out.
Good shit.
And then one last thing I think we should really quickly cover before we do our final favorite game is the Undertaker documentary.
Yes.
I've seen the first episode. You guys, or Wild
I've
Space,
seen
the
both.
first and the second, and then
I'm watching them today.
So you've watched none.
You've watched none of it?
No, I told you. No.
Fired.
I've been rewatching Smackdown. No, I like it here.
So good.
You are in for such a fucking treat. I cried several times during the first one. The absolute.
You always cry.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it has to move. You know what I mean?
Do I sense a heel turn?
Heel turn rivalry.
Always.
No, but like just the sheer perseverance, and you know what actually really made what made me sad about it is when he's rewatching his his match. Yeah, his match with Roman.
Don't spoil it.
I won't. I mean, it's not a spoiler, but
with Roman, with my baby.
Yeah. So when he did
Mania.
his retirement in Mania.
Yeah.
And he's rewatching.
That was a rough match to watch.
Exactly. So when he's watching it, and he's
a rough match to be at.
Yeah, and he's just sitting there.
You were there?
Yeah, awesome. Can't. But yeah, so he's rewatching it, and it's just the shame on his face, and he's just knows that he could do better, and he's just like, he's like, there's a point where he turns away. He can't even watch the whole thing.
Oh, sweet baby Undertaker.
Yeah, I've never seen so many grown men go from the height of joy when the Hardy Boys came back to the depths of despair in watching the end of that match. And I think everybody could kind of, I mean, it was, the arena was, I feel like there was a collective air of it's time kind of thing. And you could tell that he was trying to like really fight hard against that. And everyone was there for him, but it was more of like it was less of a let's go taker and more of a thank you, because it was like everybody in the arena knew kind of, but it was still so when he like left his shit in the ring, like I've never seen so many grown men cry. I think at one point I panned over to Nick and he was like hand on face, like just could not handle it. So
yeah, it's hard, especially because he says he said that he had one match too many, like he should have never done it. Is just
so beautiful.
Yes, and the part where don't spoil it. I won't. I'm not spoiling it. But there's a thing that he says, like he feels bad for Roman because he thinks that he wasn't at his best. And he's like, I think about that every day.
So
like
caring.
Roman, he's like, I wasn't at my best, and he deserves so much more from me. And I just
such a good scene partner. Like I can't.
He's so good. Please watch it.
Anyways, please watch it. Even if you're new to wrestling, I think it's important too to pay homage to the greats that came.
Absolutely.
Before. So and watch it. Here's the thing is, I know that we've been plugging things that you can watch on the side, but that's really how you get into it. It's really how you learn about these humans, these people that have gone through the hell and back basically to get where they are now. So please, click around and if you're new to wrestling, send us a message and ask us, if there's someone when you're watching where you're like, oh shit, who is that? Google them, find out about them, like do your research. Cause that's really how you become a fan and how you get fired up when they win. And like,
for real,
it's,
So
anyway, should we do our final plug and favorite game?
Yes.
I'll go first. Yeah, I'll go first. My favorite moment was Kyrie with the recorder. I was crying laughing. It was so good. Side favorite moment that has nothing to do with any of the shows this week, but I was watching Total Bellas and Nikki was out with Artem on a date and they were having this really deep conversation about whether or not he would still be with her if she couldn't have kids. And the waiter comes. The waiter comes to pour, and she's gorgeous as always, wearing this beautiful, expensive dress that probably cost more than the meal and the wine combined. And the waiter comes over and spills like a whole glass on her dress. And her immediate reaction was, it's fine. It's okay. Don't worry about it. And I was like, you're a good person. I always knew it. You're a good person. Because if she was faking it just for the cameras, then that would have been more of like, oh, okay, no, I have to compose myself. But no, it was, I'm telling you, when it was immediate, she just like, it's okay, it's fine. And Artem's face, he open mouth, couldn't believe it, laughing so hard. And she's like, it's okay. It was my fault anyway. I shouldn't have tried to take a sip of the wine while you were pouring. Like, it was so cute. And I was like, she's such a good person. I want to see her succeed. And I'm just happy she's happy. That's my favorite moment of the week.
Christina, go ahead.
All right. So after the Apollo Crews, Selena Vega's entourage, whatever match, Charlie's doing an interview with Apollo Crews, and then Zelina comes out and she's to Apollo. She's like, hello, Apollo. Good to see you again. She turns to Charlie and she's like, Charles?
Yep.
I died.
Holy shit. Your favorite moment was a Selena moment. Oh,
listen, I'm not ashamed.
Growth. You know what that
there
is?
is growth. There is growth. When I heard her talking in Spanish to Angel Garza, I was like, all right, girl. Okay, you're not a fake Latina. Okay, I hear you. I hear your R's. Your R's.
She also looked amazing. That suit was gorgeous.
She looked fantastic, and I am not going to lie. I started following her on Instagram, and she is a badass bitch.
Oh
I do not love her. I will not say those words.
What is
I
happening?
will not say those words.
This is
Real
history.
spiritual transformation happening on the Face Beat Heels High podcast right now.
Oh my God. Wow.
This is not like an Otis moment. It will not be like an Otis moment. I still despise her. I'm just saying, and like I have been saying since day one, this bitch does her job right because I hate her.
Okay.
So that's all I have to
Growth.
say.
She'll be wearing her t-shirt.
Yeah.
Give me
She's
2
like,
weeks.
I don't like her at all. And then she's like clicking on the buy one, get one. Okay.
So I'm gonna name the episode. You know what that is? Growth. That's what the episode name is.
Mine's easy. My favorite moment was Matt Riddle versus Timothy Thatcher. I think that was a beautiful match, and I love Matt Riddle with all my heart. And I love that he wrestles barefoot and that he
I know.
Is
Timothy Thatcher he stomped on his foot, and I thought that was so disrespectful.
Yeah, no, it was mean.
It was so mean.
Don't do that. Matt Riddle is such a baby love, and I think that he deserves the world. Anyways, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter and all the good things. And we'll see you next week.
Insert exit music.
Wait, until then,
Keep
keep your face beat and your heels high.